Abshen Bogokwane. Greetings from Musoni. Ntukulu wabangoni nibandao. Welcome to another session of Ancestral Whispers. And today I want to share an esoteric secret behind the Easter weekend. Yeah, we know the Bible has multiple interpretations, but essentially there are two main kinds of interpretations. There's exoteric and then there's esoteric. In the Bible, it's differentiated in the scripture that says the letter kills, which is the literal, and the spirit gives life. The spirit is the intention, is the metaphor, the intention of the writer, the message they intended to convey through the parable. A lot of people have been wondering why Easter always falls on a different time of the year. Well, the first part is that Easter always falls on the first Sunday after the full moon. And the full moon was yesterday on Thursday. So hence this coming Sunday is Easter Sunday. Now I'm going to explain why the moon is linked to the death, burial, resurrection of Christ. It takes the moon 27.3 days to orbit the earth and is 29.5 days from full moon to full moon, and the mathematical difference being 2.2 days. The time the moon is not visible on earth. So on the third day, we have the new moon. So essentially, the moon is dead for 2.2 days. And on the third day, the moon is born again or resurrects. And likewise, if Jesus died on a Friday and resurrected on a Sunday, on the third day, it means he was dead for 2-something days. So what is the significance of all this? What is the message? The esoteric message. A lot of people have been talking about why doesn't Africa unite? Why don't we do this and do that and do that? Well, here's the part that everybody's been missing. The first needs to be a dying of the old consciousness that brought Africans to the state where they are in now. And everybody has been speculating about how we got colonized. But the real answer is in this legendary text. Anybody that has read this text understands that first there must be a destruction of the old consciousness before we can talk about the rebirth of African civilization. As enlightened people, we know that celestial bodies have an effect on us, on everything in the universe. Everything has an effect on each other. And you probably know that the moon also influences the tides of the sea or the ocean. And if your body is over 60% water, you can imagine the kind of impact that the moon or other celestial bodies have on your system. And we know that even a woman's cycle coincides with the cycle of the moon. And of course, the oldest story of resurrection is found in the Nile Valley over 5,000 years ago. And what you're looking at here is Osiris rising from the dead in the perpendicular. He was laying flat, he's rising up. And you can see his erect penis there. Some perverts scratched it out because they couldn't deal with the esoteric reality or the spiritual aspects of what they're looking at. And then at the top, you see the scarab beetle rolling the sun. So the meaning behind that is that the scarab beetle rolling the sun is also transformation. That is Khepera. Khepera is rolling the sun. The sun is in the form of dung, beetle dung, and it rolls the sun to the other side of the world. So it brings in the newness of life when it rolls the sun to your part of the world or our part of the world, and that is the new day. And of course, fellas, with the new day, there you can see the resurrection, the erection for the resurrection, just as portrayed here. So for those that understand the story behind the saw, if you don't, you can check out my YouTube channel. Press the link in my bio, and you can check out, I've done an intensive videos, a few videos explaining the resurrection of Osiris. And what we learn from that is that there needs to be a dying of a consciousness, an old consciousness, in order to usher in a new one. That's why everybody can talk about African Renaissance, Africa Let's Unite for another 1,000 years, and nothing will happen, nothing will change until there is a dying of the old. That's it from me. Thank you for watching. Like the video, share the video, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, press that subscriber button to catch the updates on Ancestral Whispers. And happy Easter, happy transformation. We are continually, it's not, we don't go through transformation once a year. We are continually going through renewal, transformation as African people, as spiritual people. Peace and African power.